Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, but first, as always, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard, hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High 87, low 69. Let me repeat, low 69. That sounds good, doesn't it? Take a look at our river reading, brought to us by looking at the folks over here at Panama City Coca-Cola. I run into them every now and then. I try some of that Coca-Cola with no sugar in it. That's pretty good stuff. Here we go. Can't get off sidetracked here. I got so much to do. Apalachicola Bluntstown, 13.5, dropping, still high. Down at Howard Creek over the weekend, not much going on down there. Choctawhatchee, Caryville, 5.1. It's level out at Choctawhatchee. The water temperature in the pier dropped down to 83. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. The high tide is at 12:31 this morning. Low tide at 12:15, smack dab in the middle of the day. Wind now, we're getting some wind from the storm system. It's, of course, coming from the northeast in our area, northeast, about 10 to 15. Good breezy. Really and truly, it's a great time to be outdoors with that breeze. I know a lot of people have been complaining about mosquitoes lately. They weren't too bad during the summer, but the last couple of weeks have been bad. So maybe this breeze will blow them off. Of course, those black flies all along the coastline, deer flies, some people call them, they're going to be bad with that northeast wind on our Berry Islands along the coastline. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's get caught up on some of our pictures and all. We had a good time at Howard Creek and doing different things, but y'all are so good about sharing pictures. And this is from Robert Blackman from Vernon. Check this out now. All right, listen. He went by, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. He came to town. And on the way home, I stopped by Tarpon Dock Seafood. I purchased 13, a baker's dozen. So look at those crabs. Don't they look good? But wait a minute, it's not over yet. He bought 13 of those, and then on the way home to Vernon, I stopped at my pond and caught this limit of bass. Largest was 16 inches, smallest was 13. A good dinner tonight. I'm telling you what, he's having, look at there, the crab, that was a good meal. What a great day. Good job, Robert. That's the Panhandle outdoorsman right there. We know this, I see this as it saddens me because Cargray Park under Water Health Advisory, it stays under Water Health Advisory. That's on our local TV station, but they just constantly having, of course they're going to redo it and all, but let me say something about Cargray Park. It's just special to us, number one, because it's such a great location and it belongs to us. It was given to us. We had it up to start with. The government didn't take it away, but what was so good about it, it's just a great location, and when I did my book, I've said this before, I would talk to the old timers, and they taught about the scallops. That's where most folks went to scallop. The grass is right up in Cargray Park, and they'd have wash tub fulls, and the water was crystal clear. I remember Mr. Moat describing it, and I could just picture myself back in those days walking out there, and just trees along the shoreline. Well, what happened? Man came along with developing and everything, and so much sewage and so much water washed off from the fertilizer in the lawns, and then Gulf Coast just built up, and FSU now built up, and you see we have water. It's not really safe for getting water. So that's what happens when you have development without really taking a look into building your holding ponds. And of course they didn't know at the time. It was just people, that's what they did. But anyway, it was a paradise at one time. It's still a great location to put your boat in, but I wouldn't get in the water, even put a boat in. Moving on. Okay, this is just a little story on it. Okay, let's move on to something really pretty. How about talking about Holmes Creek, Florida Panhandle Springs and Fossils. Now, isn't that a beautiful picture in the fall of Holmes Creek? I don't talk about it enough. I had friends that fished it over the years, and they just love that creek. What a special creek, Holmes Creek. Bill Roxby, this is interesting. Okay, Bill over in Santa Rosa Beach. Hadn't heard from him in a little while. Hey, Coach, just started fishing this week again for pompano, which is a run. It appears that a lot of pompano and surf coming this way. All right. While on the beach, I saw a lot of blue crabs. I netted a few and took them home to eat, most of them being females. Okay, let's go to the next page. Most of them being females. I do not normally keep females, but I've not eaten crabs in so long. I took a few home. Big mistake. These females are getting ready to lay eggs because they use so much energy. The crabs are not worth eating, very little, no meat. Better off to throw them back. Will not make that mistake again, but the pompano were pretty good. What a fine catch, Bill, over there in Santa Rosa Beach. Good job there. Okay, now move along. Let's move our next picture. Here we go. This is cute right here. But it's Raymond Lee Atkinson. All right, that was Raymond in class a good while back. After countless afternoons after school and Saturdays on the hunt, Wyatt caught his first redfish. Is that not going to be a classic in that family? He's tried and finally caught one off the end of the dock. Good job, Wyatt. Look at a big old smile. I thought this is special. Old truck campers. Let's read it first. You can always make more money, but you only have a limited number of days to make more memories. Folks, is that not right? Look at that, got a yellow lab over there. There's his wife and a little daughter up on the hill and got a little boy there. But those old truck campers, they were the original truck campers, and a lot of y'all have memories of those. I never had one, but I had friends that had them, and they loved them. You could just back your truck up and leave it in the backyard, and it was just really, really cool. Don't see much of them anymore. Folks, this is at my place. This was Sunday afternoon at 3:30. My phone dings when my camera goes off, and I really didn't mean to leave. That spy-point camera been up over here. I don't know how those batteries have lasted so long, but this bear here at 3:30. I'm normally a lot of times on Sunday afternoon I'm up there, but he's crossing that little bridge right there. The bear in the woods. All right, I had to send this to my kids. Someone wanted to brush their teeth with me because 9 out of 10 dentists say brushing alone won't help tooth decay. Okay, let's move on. Our buddy, Bubba Levi Phillips. Good morning, Coach Chester. Caught this nice bass this morning at Deer Point Lake. Turning back at my dock. Look at there. Is that not a nice Deer Point Lake bass? I mean, that is a fine one, Bubba. I'm proud of you. Hey, let her go to the dock so she'll lay some eggs there. I know what you did. I'll do the same thing, Bubba. Okay, that's the picture. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We'll always talk about all kind of good things going on tonight. Here it is right here. We've talked about it at Bill Dozier on. This is tonight. I have some tickets left over if some of y'all still want some. Of course, the Wild Beast Feast. Just a great time we always have. 5 o'clock the car show, 6 o'clock the Wild Game Dinner, and 7 o'clock the main event with Justin Martin. And like I said, text me or call me. I've got a few tickets left that they brought to us, and I certainly would love to see y'all there. I saw another funny one here. Somebody invented a hamburger hot dog hybrid, and I'd like to shake their hand. So look it out. You can put, Jeff, we need to do this right here. Have a cookout. People can decide if they want a hamburger or a hot dog, so you could do something like that. I don't know if you're like me, you really love cooking out. Okay, now, I wanted to talk about, let's go to the Mosley High School bass fishing team. This is cool right here. This was the second tournament they had October 5th, this past Saturday. Here are the boys here. Okay, here are the places. Hunter DeBoat and Gage Fowler won first place. The captain was Chris Fowler, head of the boat. Don't you love those? They got the jerseys on now. The second place team was Ryan Gibson and Trent Foxworth, the captain Eric Schultz. But look at those little, those Bassmaster Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, one of our sponsors. I'm helping sponsor them, and I'm just, I feel very strong about getting these kids out there on the water. So, third place, Tanner Page and John Carl Tilghman. Now, I know their dads well. They were former students of ours, and their dad's outdoorsman. John Carl's dad is Carl Andrews here, and he's named after him, and Brad Tilghman, and good outdoor boys there. Gage Fowler, look at Gage catching that big old 3.21 pounder right there. And let's see, and the trash fish, always have a trash fish. It was Andrew Franklin, and he got a rod and reel combo. And Mark Condon, thank you for sponsoring that. So get a chance to be a part of that, get your school started on it. Be a good time to do it. Now, speaking of things going on now, last week we had Mark Kelly on the show talking about the Panama City Beach Fishing Rodeo. And it started this past weekend. In fact, Friday night, they had a captain's meeting and get together, and I at Captain Anderson's event room, and I'd love any kind of excuse to get out that part of the beach area, or the Captain Anderson's area. So I went out there, been invited, went up there and sort of got a little video coming up, just videoed what was going on. Everybody's excited because so many different segments of it. Just we talked about private fishing, charter boat fishing, all kind of ways to do it. So it kicked off now. The weigh-in, I'm going to show the video, but the weigh-in, they've already brought in, I didn't get the results, I hadn't put the results up the first day, but I know for a fact they've caught, one guy caught a 200-pound shark, and that's leading in that division. A 200-pound shark is a fine shark, so to catch with a rod and reel. Okay, but anyway, on this video, we'll go ahead and, I enjoy going out there. Saw a lot of folks, Andersons, Pam, and Ken, and all that. They've been out there forever. So just good folks and a nice place. And I want to thank this group for putting it on. So Jeff, let's go and roll this video. Here we are. Coming out here to the captain's party. Opening of the Panama City Beach Fishing Rodeo. Let's go up to the event center and see what's going on. Chris, what's in there? Y'all all excited?
Welcome, ready to kick off this fishing rodeo.
Okay, how's it going? Tell the folks who you are.
August Redding, Drive the Kelly Girl.
Yes, sir. August is a fine fisherman. So these are the captain's bags and all this?
Yes, sir. For all the entries, captain, deckhand, get them a bag.
All right.
Who are we looking for?
Here's some of the prizes. 10 reels. There's a familiar family coming in here. Look at there. That's funny. That is funny.
We appreciate everybody. I do want to take a minute, intro y'all. Also, there's a bunch of volunteers too that have been here helping us. We could not have done that without them. Nobody, my commentator for the time, everybody really believes in this rodeo, wants it to succeed, and came into the dedicators, and I'm very appreciative of that. So, my volunteers, know who you are. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I was excited about it. Get a chance to go to weigh-in or something next Sunday. I'll talk more about it. I have a big weigh-in and award banquet and all that coming up. So let's move on. Our fishing game times are brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Take a look at the time today, 3:36 to 5:36 this morning, and this evening, 4:03 to 6:03. You know, most times I end the show with saying, do something good for someone else today, and I always get, great things. I get the feedback from y'all. It's always just very encouraging to see that, and I appreciate it, and I know a lot of other folks too also appreciate it. And so every now and then somebody does something good for me, and I have a deep appreciation of that. So I'm going to show you. This is I copied. I did a poor job copying it. This is okay. This is from Jim Kelly. All right. The flounder gig was made by Mr. Costin in the Phoenix Springs. He's been perfecting them for years. Mr. Costin is a very interesting gentleman, and I really like talking to him and hearing about his family history. He's having some medical issues, only building gigs as a hobby now. I'll contact him and all. I thought you might like a locally made gig. Enjoy. This is Jim Kelly over there in Freeport, W.C. Harlow's son-in-law. And Jim watches the show on a regular basis. And here's a gig that he sent this to me in the mail. That's, folks, that's handmade by Mr. Costin over at Phoenix Springs. I would always have a deep appreciation of this for various reasons. It's a gift, and also it's made here in the Florida Panhandle. Let me see if I hold it over here, you probably can see it. And I've still got the points on it. It was so cool though in the packaging. This was on it, said, careful, sharp. It had it in here like that. Careful, sharp. Had it on both sides. So I took my time taking it out because it is very sharp. I cannot wait to get my first flounder on this. So Jim Kelly, I appreciate it very much. And I took a picture. I think I got a picture of Jim right here. Because Jim learned out here, Jim right here, turkey hunting with his father-in-law over there. And he's working at Eglin and married to W.C. daughter. And I appreciate the family very much. So anyway, always do something good for someone else. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. I wanted to talk, also have, let me see. Okay, let's get started back. Also, this is interesting. This is a garden bed building. This is for folks down there in Gulf County. Anything like this in a community, the garden bed building. This is outdoorsmen. I've always found they love to do this. So they're having a workshop 8:30 to 11:30. And this is in St. Joe. Come join us. Corner of Garrison and somewhere I cut it off. But anyway, I sent that to Wendy. Anytime you can grow something, it's good. Okay, good job. Fishing is a joy. Catching is a bonus. There's a lot of truth in that right there. Okay, now listen, my buddy Guy Martin Ward sent this. This is interesting. Hey Winston, Guy Ward, we are holding a fundraising event this week from this Sunday. Was wondering if you might be able to broadcast it on the show. And this is for the hurricane relief. We have food trucks and vendors, just a vendor event, a big raffle basket, lots of local restaurants and local donated gifts. We're collecting funds raised to be hand-delivered by us. They're going to be hand-delivered them. This is a hurricane relief. It's called the Fill the Boat Hurricane Relief. It'll be Sunday, October 13th at 2 till 7. That's Sunday afternoon, and it's going to be Buddy Gandy Seafood. Buddy Gandy Seafood is partnering with Seaworthy Bait and Beachside Bakery to be hosting a relief fundraiser for funds for victims. We have a variety of local vendors set up. Come out and support. This event will be held on the east side. You know where Buddy Gandy's is. On the east side is that parking lot that's pretty open right there, accepting any kind of donations and all. And Guy and Donnie and Donna and different folks are putting that on. So that's a win-win. You know, it brought something interesting right there. They're going to hand deliver them. If you've been following this hurricane relief, and I've felt like this for a long time, there's so many folks here in Panhandle doing so many good things, and I'm just in awe. And we've all done our share, and it is just really something good to see. But what they're saying is you want to do it privately. You want to give to a group of people that you know at a local church, or some people are going up there, or Samaritan's Purse. People are staying away from Red Cross and these government agencies. what I've heard, now I don't know if it's true, but they're actually, when people are coming up there, they're actually complicating. We're telling people, you do deliver it in that warehouse and we'll disperse it. And I heard that FEMA is going to take credit for doing all of that. But anyway, try to get it. You remember when we were in trouble, I remember people coming to us and handing it to us. That meant so much. I remember churches coming, and they'd have on different, all the same color T-shirts and all. So if you get a chance to give, I know a lot of y'all have. And I'd give it to Samaritan's Purse or groups like this. I know a group just came back. I've seen all kinds of stuff on social media the last week or so. It's just heartwarming. I may try to get someone to come on and share their stories, amazing stories. One person she was giving it up in South Georgia, and the guy said, they were at this guy's house, and the guy said, you know what, where are you from, Panama City? He said, you know what, I took some food down there during Hurricane Michael. Isn't that something? He was in need, and he helped us, and all of a sudden we're in need, and he's in need, and we help him. So good stuff right there. I got some guests coming up the rest of this week, some really good guests you're going to enjoy. So appreciate your viewership, appreciate you tuning in on it, and want to go ahead and take off for now. You do something good for someone else today. Enjoy the outdoors, take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.